social business. This is going to be an interesting session because we are going to learn from thriving social business across the globe. We are going to celebrate them and also get inspired. Now, to take us through this session is our MC, Uzair Ahmad, Senior Associate, YY Ventures. Now, we have 5 minutes for each presentation. At the 3rd minute, you're going to hear a bell, and also at the 5th minute to indicate the end of your time. Now, I would like to invite Uzair Mohammed to take us through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robert. Fellow friends of social business, change makers, and all the amazing audience attending from campuses in South Africa, and everyone who has joined us on online platforms. Welcome back to yet another session of Glimpses of Social Business. As Robert said, in this session, we have got leaders from some of the most thriving social businesses from around the world who will be telling us about their organizations. A very inspiring session, which gives us the opportunity to learn from the best in the industry and also celebrate their achievements in creating a world of 3 zeros. So without further ado, let's jump into the presentations. And to kick off the presentations, I would like to invite Ms. Aarti Wig, the founder and country director of Yunus Social Business India, the Indian arm of an organization that was created by Nobel Peace Laureate Muhammad Yunus to accelerate the development of social businesses globally. Aarti Wig is also the head of future thinking of YSB Global Initiatives. Aarti has helped to conceptualize and create the world's first Yunus Social Business Fund, the Yunus Social Business Fund Mumbai, which she is currently managing. Over to you, Aarti.
Thank you so much. So first of all, thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone, wherever you are in the world. It's a real honor to be here and to be speaking on behalf of about the 100 odd people that we have now at Yunus Social Business. Very happy birthday to you, Professor Yunus. I wish you a wonderful day and lots of growth and lots of good wishes to the entire social business family on the occasion of your birthday. So Yunus Social Business, if you're part of the Yunus family, you've probably heard of us. I'm here representing Saskia, who is the CEO and founder of Yunus Social Business. This year is a very special year for us because we also turned 10. We have, and I'm very, very excited to be able to share with you all of the work that the results of the work that we've been doing over the last 10 years. So to start with, Yunus Social Business as I mentioned, we're 10 years old. We operate in 3 regions around the world, in Latin America, in Africa, and in Europe. And we also have an office in India. And in each of these places, we now do 2 sorts of work. The first is what we call our bottom-up work, where we work with social businesses that I'll talk about in a second. And we provide them support in the form of low-cost loans and growth support, non-financial support. The second sort of work that we do that we call top-down is we work with large companies around the world, like Danone. We all know the Grameen Danone story. It's a very famous one in our family. So we work with organizations like that, and we help create social businesses inside them. So these are joint ventures like Grameen Danone, or we help these companies partner with the sort of social businesses that we impact through our funds in their supply chain. And I'll talk through that a little bit. But before I jump into some examples to make it real, and just to tell you a little bit about the impact that we've had over the last 10 years. So through our funds, we've supported about 2,000 social business entrepreneurs. We financed 62 social businesses that have impacted about 17 million customers with essential services and supported 1.3 million incomes. And we've also had an impact on the environment, a positive impact on the environment. These social businesses collectively have planted over 2 million trees and averted 5 million tons of carbon dioxide. On the corporate side, we've supported and created about 12 joint ventures, social business joint ventures with companies in different parts of the world, worked on over 60 corporate projects. We launched a support program for social business entrepreneurs that sit inside these companies and create these joint ventures called Unusual Pioneers that we developed together with academic institutions like INSEAD and with support from the Schwab Foundation of the World Economic Forum. We've also started a similar program around the concept of social procurement, which I'll talk about in a second. So overall, all of this, well, what is the impact that this has created on the ground? We've served over 10 million, about 11 million beneficiaries, and created about 31% more funding for social business initiatives. Now, just to make it all more real, just to give you an example, let's talk about the fund first. Impact Water is a great example of the sort of social business that we funded. This is based in Kenya, and they address absenteeism, which happens in schools as a result of children falling sick because they don't have access to clean drinking water. So through our support, through our loans that we've given to them, they have today grown and installed systems in 32,000 schools and provided safe drinking water for almost 15 million students. Nutravida, again, a very famous example that belongs to our family. This is a social business. Now, this is an example from the corporate work that we do. So this is a social business joint venture between that was created between Unisocial Business and FIFCO in Costa Rica. And they were inspired by the Grameen Danone example and created a range of nutritionally fortified products. Through those, they have served 2 million people with enriched soup, with porridges, with drinks. Do I need to stop or can I continue?
You've got 1 more minute.
I got 1 minute. Okay, great. So finally, I just wanted to talk to you about a new piece of work that we've been doing that we're calling social procurement. Essentially, this is where companies, large companies like SAP, like Unilever, etc., have realized that another way that they can work with social businesses, apart from creating them on their own, is to also partner with them in their supply chains. And many companies have started doing this process or have committed to the process of buying from social businesses. For example, SAP has committed to procuring 5%, committed 5% of its addressable spend to social businesses by 2025. And an example of that model is in India. It's called Vishuddh Recycle. There is a company called Cofresco, which manufactures garbage bags. And the way that they work with social business in their supply chain is that they have partnered with one of the companies, one of the social businesses that we funded through our fund. What they do is they collect waste plastic from the streets. They've set up a little factory in Bangalore, and that factory pelletizes that plastic, converts it into garbage bags, which are then sold in Germany. So they import it to Germany and then they're sold. And this small initiative has triggered a mission for Cofresco to become entirely circular by 2025. Another example is Rang Sutra. This is another example from India. This is one of the social businesses that we have supported, and they work with lots of different craftspeople. IKEA has been sourcing from them, has been doing social procurement for them for about over 8 years, and they have both grown together, where today they've reached a place where Rang Sutra works with over 2,500 craftspeople, mostly women, and this has impacted about 20,000 lives. Finally, I just want to touch upon a new piece of work that we started at Unisocial Business a couple of years ago, and this is research. This sits again in our top-down corporate social innovation team. And what we've done is we've created lots of different reports. These are very action-oriented frameworks, tools, case studies, guides on how companies can engage in social business in different ways, either through social procurement or creating their own social business joint venture, or do sort of other things. So this is the research work that we do, and we're continuing to expand this over the next years. And with that, I think I've given you a bit of an overview of what we've been up to at Unis Social Business, the impact that we've had. We're very, very proud to be part of this family, and I'll stop here and hand over to the next speaker. I hope I didn't go too much over time.
Thank you so much, Aarti. Congratulations on the incredible numbers, on the incredible impact that you guys are creating out there. Thank you very much for your presentation. All right, so moving on to our next presenter, we have our friend, Lamia Hafiz, who's out there creating a vibrant community of entrepreneurs, enablers, young talents, and professionals from all over Bangladesh through Impact Hub Dhaka. Impact Hub Dhaka offers inspiring workspaces, community-led events, entrepreneurship-based programs to inspire sustainable solutions to create impact and drive change. Over to you, Lamia Hafiz.
Thank you so much, Razar. That was a very nice introduction. Let me just quickly go into full screen. Okay, perfect. Building better businesses, designing impactful solutions, and reimagining the future. This is what our community of impact-driven entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders do, taking action today to create a better tomorrow for people and the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, hello from the Impact Hub office in Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I'm super happy to share the story of Impact Hub. My name is Lamia Hafiz, and I'm the community lead at Impact Hub Dhaka, a social business founded by YY Ventures and part of the world's largest network focused on building entrepreneurial communities for impact at scale. As a network associate, it gives me great pleasure to be here today talking about the global network and to share our journey of creating a Bangladesh where everyone thrives. So thank you so much for having me. Impact Hub Dhaka is an innovation lab, as Ozar said, an inspiring space and a locally rooted, globally connected community. We're on a mission to create a Bangladesh where everyone thrives, and we do this through three main activities. We create more space for impact through co-working and dedicated office spaces. This is built on strong values and a culture of collaboration. We welcome a wide range of entrepreneurs, freelancers, and consultants, techies, and creative minds who are committed to build a sustainable world. Our space is ideal for any impact enterprise. Our community is full of knowledge and always ready to help each other grow. And soon you might also see our space on a Hollywood movie. So we're really proud of the space that we've created. And also, we also engage in capacity building through our partnership with Bank of America and Impact Hub Asia Pacific Cluster. We've supported 18 social businesses to build back better, especially during the COVID. And with our latest partnership with ILO, the International Labour Organization, we will capacitate and support 15,000 youth and vulnerable communities in Bangladesh and the Philippines to strengthen entrepreneurial ecosystems for inclusive growth and productivity through soft skills training. Lastly, we provide advisory services and consultancy to corporates and development agencies to design solutions that solve the most pressing issues of our time. In a recent partnership with UNHCR and Impact Hub Global, Dhaka led the research in Asia for global roadmap for the global roadmap for refugee entrepreneurship. That was the name of the research, and we identified key areas of development and best practices to replicate so as to help refugees be self-dependent. And through these activities, we hope to lead the efforts of Impact Hub Network in Dhaka as a driver of community engagement, helping not only to foster, but also to extend the efforts directed to tackle the SDGs via entrepreneurial and innovative solutions. As a network, we believe that social entrepreneurship plays a huge role in our collective commitment towards our Ambition 2030, which is to become models for the business of the future, harnessing diverse forces for good. We want to pioneer new models to foster financial health, well-being, climate action, and social inclusion in all that we do. We also want to lead the impact economy towards a sustainable future by influencing and creating meaningful partnerships that amplify reach and collective action. The planet demands us to take action, and As a global network, it is time to step forward and align our efforts to achieve impact at scale for a just and green transition, which of course aligns with the 3-0 goals as Tatiana mentioned yesterday. And so I'm very excited to share with you our new environmental strategy. To tell you a little bit about it, there's a need for disruption. We're facing a climate and biodiversity crisis. The world is not on track to achieving its sustainability objectives. On the contrary, on many measures from CO2 emissions to specific species loss, we're moving in the opposite direction. We believe that it's time to rethink the future, time to redesign business. The transition towards a just and sustainable world in which societies and economies operate within planetary boundaries and one in which people and the nature thrive. This is the defining challenge of the next century. And alongside community initiatives and personal choices, state regulation and the actions of companies, civil society, environmental and social enterprises have an important and disruptive role to play in accelerating the global transition to sustainability. We want to be brave and we want to question the status quo and be a contributor to reimagining the different systems and economic models to create a world in which nature and humans thrive. And we want to contribute to three strategic pillars. The first is to build a green IH network where we will be the examples through our own spaces. We want to become role models by becoming the first carbon dioxide neutral co-working community by 2050 and green all of our operations. We also want to inspire impact positive makers. We want to support all of our entrepreneurs throughout the network, all 24,000, to consider the environmental impact and act on it. I'll just take one more minute. I'm really sorry, Jose. And we also want to scale green ventures, which means that all of our programs will be, adopting this as well. So Bangladesh as a region is considered as a high impact potential, which opens many doors to partnerships for growth. We want to leverage our people, our knowledge, and our vision to achieve just that, to create a Bangladesh where everyone thrives. And so on my third social business day, I want to urge you to join hands with us, help us create an environmental community of practice where we can exchange, learn from each other, and co-create solutions in a more strategic manner. Our world is facing complex challenges that only will be tackled through collaboration. And we at Impact Hub, we make collaboration happen. Why? To enable inclusive and sustainable innovation at scale. We believe that the time to act is now, and the way to act is together. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hosting you all at Impact Hub soon. Feel free to drop by at your Impact Hub any day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lamia Hafiz. And this session particularly was quite exciting for me because I am actually a beneficiary of Impact Hub Dhaka. In fact, where I'm sitting right now is Impact Hub Dhaka. And the energy and how vibrant this place is quite contagious, I would say. And thank you very much, Lamia Hafiz, for creating this space and facilitating all the young entrepreneurs out there in Bangladesh. Thank you very much, Lamia Hafiz. All right. So moving on, we have a video presentation from Gramin Motsho and Prani Sampad Foundation, which is also known as GMPF, which is a non-profit organization committed towards poverty alleviation through fisheries and livestock development programs in Bangladesh. May I please request the tech team to play the video from Gramin Motsho and Prani Sampad Foundation. Thank you very much to Grameen Mocho and Pranish Sampad Foundation for sending through the video. Fisheries and livestock is a very important part of the Bangladesh economy, and congratulations to this organization for actually working towards poverty alleviation using these two sectors. Thank you very much. All right, so up next, we will be hearing from Grameen Yemen. So Grameen Yemen is a microcredit and social business organization which was inspired by Nobel Peace Laureate Professor Muhammad Yunus's concept. It plays a significant role in poverty alleviation in rural areas in Yemen by replicating Grameen model with the collaboration with Yunus Center and Grameen Trust, Bangladesh. It is a pleasure to have Mr. Ahmed Al-Mafadi, who's the Deputy CEO of Grameen Yemen. Over to you, Mr. Ahmed.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for giving me these opportunities. And thank you for giving Grameen Yemen a chance to be a part of the Social Business Day. It is really our honor and pleasure to participate in this event. And at the same time, it is a good chance to update you with how Grameen Yemen move ahead to achieve the dream of all the poor people in Yemen. I believe Grameen methodology and social business ideas, and also the concept of Professor Muhammad Yunus, is fit for every nation and applicable for every society. This is what I believe. As we can say, let's say in developed country like USA, we can see Grameen America has a huge impact for the low income people there. And on the other hand, in developing countries like African countries, we find out it is the best and the most fittest for their nation. And if we come to our example, Yemen, a country which is a developing country, and it is moving a real and difficult times with the conflict and with the war. Once we implement the methodology of social business and Professor Yunus' concept to the country, we find out it's like an imaginable impact and results. We can see Grameen Yemen is successfully implemented in the country. As you know, we work with a multiple intervention with the goal of sustainable development in a different manners and in the different sectors. Like we are working on a financial support and non-financial support at the same time, like a health, water, sanitations, and even providing lights to the people. In general, also for the financial support, we are working to achieve the financial inclusion in a rural area of the country. If you compare to another organization, we have hundreds of international organizations that they are working in Yemen due to the conflict. Most of them, they are working in one sections only, like sheltering, providing food support and others. But Grameen Yemen is working, from the bottom of the people. We are gathering with the people every week, every time we are there with them. So we know they're suffering, and we come out with the solution, how to help them to overcome those problems. The involvement in Yemen, we find that rural area are having a multi-dimensional poverty, as the economic in the country is already collapsed, as the institutes of the country is already suspended. So Grameen Yemen is growing from the bottom of the poor people in the rural area, and we are growing up with them. Before I go into the indicators and the update of Grameen Yemen, some of you maybe doesn't have the idea about Grameen Yemen. Grameen Yemen started its field work in 2020, at the beginning of 2020. Now, if we talk about the financial support that we are providing through the microcredit and the Nubian equity program, we have 3 branches and total members around 2,500 members. I could say a family, not a member, because our involvement is directed to the family, to the father, to the child, to the family whole. So almost 200,000 families. Total centers or total villages that we are covering within 2 years is almost a 95 village. Repayment rate is 100%. If I go to non-financial support, we are giving a children education to our members. We go through the weekly meeting. We find out that the children doesn't have a education box. We provide almost 16,000 box. And also we learn them how to write their names, even they are old. So they are encouraged to go for mass education. We have almost 25 classes for mass education, and we provide all the materials. If you go for water, we give loans for the people. They don't have water. They don't access to pure water. So we give a small loans for dagging wheel, and also provide a mechanical equipment to have a water. We provide also water tank for the people. We provide also, we bring the government here to give ID card. Do you believe it, the people here without national ID card? For the health, this is the last point for the health. We provide more than 1,000 cataract operation for the people. We provide 350 operation for the cleft lips. Those activities are alongside with financial support. Thank you for your attention, and I'm sorry for giving long time, and I'll pass to the second speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed. One of the audiences said that your story is inspirational, and I completely agree with that person.
Thank you.
You started from 2020, and it's really inspirational how far you have come. All the best for Grameen Yemen for the coming years. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you for all of you.
All right, so moving on to our next presentation, we will be hearing about Grameen Yuglena, a joint venture established by Yuglena Company Limited and Grameen Krishi Foundation. It is my pleasure to invite Mr. Yuko Satake, the CEO of Grameen Yuglena. Mr. Satake founded a joint venture company for social business with Professor Muhammad Yunus. They started the Mung Beans Project, which supported local farmers in Bangladesh to use Japanese agricultural technology and to increase farmers' income. Since April 2015, this project is carried forward with the Yuglena Company Limited under the name of Grameen Yuglena, or also known as EGG. Over to you, Mr. Satake.
Thank you, Zaid, for your introduction. So, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for your time today. It's great pleasure for me to have an opportunity to present our activity in Bangladesh. I came to Bangladesh 2010, 12 years ago. At that time, I decided to execute social business. So now our social business expand very big. Grameen Yuglena created a video for this session to introduce our social business in Bangladesh. Please look this video. We have executed 2 social businesses in Bangladesh. One is agricultural business. We suggest to plant and harvest of mung bean for the poor farmer and try to increase their income. Second, the Gang program. It reached total 13 million packets for 7 years. Now we will start to sell the new innovative food, including Yuglena powder, by only 10 taka for them. Please look the video from now.
দু 2014 সালে সামাজিক ব্যবসা ধারণার প্রবক্তা ডক্টর মোহাম্মদ ইউনুসের গ্রামীণ এবং জাপানের ইউগ্লেনা লিমিটেড যৌথভাবে বাংলাদেশে গ্রামীণ ইউগ্লেনা নামের একটি প্রতিষ্ঠান গঠন করে, যেটি কৃষিভিত্তিক সামাজিক ব্যবসার উদ্দেশ্যে তৈরি হওয়া বাংলাদেশের প্রথম ব্যবসায়িক উদ্যোগ। গ্রামীণ ইউগ্লেনা বাংলাদেশের গ্রামীণ কৃষকদেরকে উন্নত প্রযুক্তিতে মুগ ডাল চাষের প্রশিক্ষণ প্রদানের মাধ্যমে তাদের দারিদ্র্য বিমোচনে কার্যক্রম পরিচালনা করে আসছে। এই মুগ ডাল চাষ প্রকল্পের আওতায় পটুয়াখালী জেলার কয়েকটি গ্রামের কৃষকদেরকে প্রশিক্ষণ দিয়ে উন্নত মানের মুগ ডাল চাষ করা হয়। উৎপাদিত মুগ ডালের একটি বড় অংশ জাপানে রপ্তানি করা হয় এবং বাকিটা সুলভ মূল্যে স্থানীয় বাজারে বিক্রি করা হয়। একই সাথে গ্রামীণ ইউগ্লেনা WFP'র সাথে যুক্ত হয়ে উৎপাদিত মুগ ডাল WFP'র মাধ্যমে রোহিঙ্গা শরণার্থীদের মধ্যে বিতরণ করে শরণার্থীদের খাদ্য ও পুষ্টি সমস্যার সমাধানে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা পালন করছে। বাংলাদেশের ভবিষ্যৎ প্রজন্মকে যাতে অপুষ্টিজনিত সমস্যার সম্মুখীন না হতে হয় সেই লক্ষ্যে গ্রামীণ ইউগ্লেনা নিম্ন আয়ের পরিবার থেকে আসা স্কুলগামী ছাত্রছাত্রীদের জন্য স্কুল মিল কার্যক্রম শুরু করে, যা গেঙ্গি প্রোগ্রাম নামে পরিচিত। এই কার্যক্রমের মাধ্যমে 2022 সালে 10,000 শিক্ষার্থীর মধ্যে প্রতিদিন ইউগ্লেনার পুষ্টিগুণ সমৃদ্ধ বিস্কিট বিতরণ করা হচ্ছে। এ পর্যন্ত এই প্রকল্পের আওতায় 13 মিলিয়ন মিল প্রদান করা হয়েছে। একটি দারিদ্র্য ও অপুষ্টিমুক্ত বাংলাদেশ গড়ে তুলতে গ্রামীণ ইউগ্লেনা বিভিন্ন সামাজিক ব্যবসার মাধ্যমে টেকসইভাবে বাংলাদেশের উন্নয়নের পাশে থাকবে সব সময়। এটাই আমাদের প্রত্যাশা।
Thank you for your watching to the end. So from now, I explain the rice bondue project. Please open the PP file. Go ahead. Thank you. Okay. From this month, June, we added another social business. This is Furikake Sprinkle project. If you put this powder into the rice, you can get the biryani taste and enough nutrition. Because Ugrana is very useful ingredient, including 59 kind of nutrition. Name is rice bondue. Bondue means friend. This was released from this month to all over the Bangladesh. Please change next page. To eliminate malnutrition for children. Please next page. Yes, like this, we deliver this biscuit totally 69,000 smaller shop. Total 1.3 million packet will be delivered. Bogla, Kakomila, Chittagong, Dhaka also. It is only 10 taka. This profit will be invested for biscuit delivery Genki program. This is our challenge and unique social business in Bangladesh. We hope to expand this project moreover. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Satake. Also, just want to say, just tried the rice bondhu product a few days back, and it was incredible. So great job on that.
Yeah, right. Onek moja. This is Onek moja.
Onek moja. It indeed is. It indeed is. Thank you very much, Mr. Satake. And with that one presentation, we are at the end of our session. I just to just summarize, we have heard incredible stories during this session. We have heard how Aarti's organization is impacting so many lives, so many entrepreneurs, creating income opportunities for so many people, and how they're joining forces and making meaningful collaborations and excelling in creating impact. We have heard about how Grameen Yemen is providing financial and non-financial support to underprivileged people. We have heard about how Lamia is doing an incredible job through supporting early stage entrepreneurs and also creating a very vibrant environment where entrepreneurs can really thrive. And all I want to say is at the end of this session that imagine a world where every business, instead of focusing on wealth concentration, is actually focusing on creating a world of 3 zeros. What kind of world are we going to end up with by the year 2050? So that is a question that we need to think of. And as soon as we think about it, as soon as we find an answer, I'm pretty sure most of us will want to become a social entrepreneur today or tomorrow. And on that note, before finishing off this session, I would request everyone to turn off their cameras turn on their cameras so we can take a picture to memorialize this, this moment. If everyone could turn on their cameras. All right, whenever you're ready, Aziz bhai, just let us know.
Just go ahead.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to all the speakers, everyone who attended. It was great meeting you all. We will be back with more glimpses of social businesses. Till then, have a very good day, and we have more sessions coming up, so enjoy those too. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all of you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.